The prodigious post scorer out of Purdue, Carl Landry and the Sacramento Kings go up against the Houston Rockets and their 6-foot point guard, Aaron Brooks. Sacramento, Houston, NBA action.
There is a shot at Tyreke Evans early, former Rookie of the Year and current Kings star. The Kings are out of Sacramento as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's contest. It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Carl Landry and DeMarcus Cousins, they're inside. They're with Udrich and Green. The Kings got surprisingly good production from their backcourt last season, Clark.
Yeah, Tyreke Evans, Kevin, showed he was ready to play as a rookie and play at a high level. Bino Udrih had a career season showing he just might be worth that mid-level contract they gave him.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Rick Adelman. And Doris, what do you have to say?
Kevin, he said at their own end of the court, it's interior defense that coach thinks will be their biggest asset. With the shot blockers they have, no easy baskets is their mantra today. They want to send a few back at him, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And Clark, how often do we hear this from coaches?
A lot, Kevin. You know that. A lot of times that's all coaches want to talk about is defense. It gets you easy scoring opportunities off long misses, steals, and block shots, and get you into transition if you defend well. Looks like they switched to man-to-man, D, here.
For the Kings, the impressive play of Tyreke Evans and Udrich made them feel comfortable, I think, trading away their shooting star, Kevin Martin, to the Rockets. Remember that midway of the season trade?
Yeah, exactly. And you've got to give to get. And the Kings feel pretty confident about what they've got in the backcourt now. And Martin missed some time with a fractured wrist, and when he came back, things weren't gelling quite as well, so that made him expendable.
So it's Houston now. Here's Martin, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Last season, after spending all his career to that point there, Kevin Martin moved on from Sacramento to Houston.
Yeah, and Kevin, it was a down year for him overall, just by a fraction, though, but he seemed to pick things up after he recovered from his injuries in Houston. When he's healthy, he's one of the dynamic scorers in the league.
Brooks is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game. Brad Miller, he's checked in for Yao. Here's Evans. Here's Udrich. Back to Evans. Up high and down hard.
Oh, man, now that's nasty.
On defense, the Kings. Pulls up, high post. Battier snags it. Cuts off the pass.
Nice anticipation right there to snatch that one.
Here's Evans. That one is good on the lay-in. Evans has got 6. Brooks, the pass to Martin. Jacks up the triple. That's good. Here's Udrich. 2:24 left in the first. Here's Evans. Kevin Martin grabs the board.
I'm not sure why he faded away there, Kevin. The D wasn't really in a position to affect that shot.
Kept alive. Tipped.
He forced the kick out, and the defense was all over it.
Inside to Landry. And dunked in. Great play on the feed.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
The Rockets, Clark, didn't make the playoffs last season for the first time in 4 seasons.
Yeah, and it was a tough blow for these Houston fans because they're used to having their team play meaningful games in April, but it was hard to do that without Yao Ming all season.
Miller, guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Miller missing.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Goes up. Landry gets the bucket. Landry's got his second basket of the game. But despite the injuries to their big stars with the Rockets, I mean, they managed another winning season.
Well, I think that's a credit to Coach Adelman and certainly to the play of Aaron Brooks, Louis Scola. That team fought pretty hard all season long.
And at home, they were 23-18.
Impressive.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Aaron Brooks can really finish inside for his size. He uses his big, strong hands to break through the defense and get the ball up quickly, and he's known for putting spin on the ball to get a kind of roll on it. He credits bowling for strengthening his hands and giving him a feel for spinning the ball, saying, "I bowl a ton. My mom and dad met in a bowling alley. I like to think that has something to do with it." Guys, it's interesting how certain things can translate from one game to another.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris. Here's Evans. No good. And the Rockets going the other way now. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. And Miller backs down. Pass to Scola. Outside, Martin. For the Rockets. Yao. He's checked in for Miller. Lee comes in for Shane Battier. And it's Lowry in for Aaron Brooks. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Sacramento.
When someone's being that careless and sloppy with the ball, they're begging for it to be taken.
Here's Evans. Good work defensively by Yao.
Once he gets it inside, Kevin, he's really a good finisher. That's a good effort defensively to force the miss.
And it's Martin missing. The first quarter has ended, and both teams have been lighting it up. The Kings on top, up by 4.
Well, they're in attack mode now, Kevin. Every time they get the ball, they're coming right at you, looking for contact and looking for...
And it's been a tight game as the second quarter gets going. Here's Hudrick. There with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Lee. Then there's Lowry and Miller. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. A chance to see last season's Rookie of the Year here right now, and Tyreke Evans out of Memphis, the 4th overall pick in the 2009 draft.
Boy, he had a terrific year, Kevin, and with Blake Griffin out, Evans was the next player who you said, this guy is physically ready to play in the NBA. 6'6", 220. He's got a big boy body, no doubt.
And no problem at the line here for the three-point play. Well, Clark, how about their draft haul for this Sacramento team last season? Tyreke Evans, Caspi, all in the first round.
Well, that's scoring on your draft picks there, Kevin, when you can get a Rookie of the Year and Tyreke Evans and Omri Caspi, who actually showed that he's going to be a terrific player going forward in the league.
Deflects the pass. Just 4 to shoot. No luck, and the Rockets go the other way. And Clark, for this Kings team that had been sort of treading water since their glory days, getting that great draft haul must have been a real breath of fresh air.
Without question, I mean, you get the Rookie of the Year in Tyreke Evans. He'll be your star for the future. And then you get a guy like Caspi, who may not be an all-star, but he's going to bring those ingredients that you have on winning teams. Effort, hustle, tenacity, and a little better offense than people give him credit for.
Cousins with it. Now Dallenberg, not on the scoreboard yet. Now Udrih.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
And the Rockets making a change here. Battier's checked in.
In an effort to solidify the middle, they've changed to a 2-3 zone.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Carl Landry's checked in for Dallenberg.
Keep it going for your Rocket Power Dancers.
Rockets trail by 5. Right side Lowry. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. From downtown. And here are the Kings now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Boy, he can produce some rim rattlers, Kevin. This guy can fly.
Well, the whole building, Clark, knows what's going to happen when he goes up. Here's Lowry. A missed 3.
My man just lost his mind. What was he thinking with that shot? That clearly is not his range.
Evans outside. Baseline jumper, and Lee pulls it down.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Lowry. Here's Yao, and he gets the bucket. Foul is called. 1 free throw for him.
What a shot! Took the hit and was still able to maintain control to get it down.
You look at Yao, you see the height, but there is more to him than just that.
Very much so, Kevin. I mean, he's thick down in his lower body, but he's also tremendously skilled. I mean, he's got an excellent touch.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, as you know, the Rockets were without their 2 best players last season in Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady and still managed to collect a winning record. How did they overcome so much adversity? Role players stepped up to the challenge. Said Shane Battier, we've had a lot of success because we play hard every night. And in this league, sometimes that's half the battle. Guys, the Rockets, always a scrappy team. Their effort has never been questioned.
All right, thank you, Doris.
You know, I love the way the Rockets play basketball and really hope they can get through just 1 season injury-free. That would be fun to see.
And Clark, with Yao, that is something that opposing centers have a lot of trouble with.
Yeah, he is so comfortable with his release, and it comes at such a high point that it's just almost impossible to block. And his touch is nice and feathery soft. Very rare for a big guy.
And Cousins gets it to go.
He's really one of the big reasons why they have the lead now. He's playing an extremely efficient game. It's fun to watch.
Here's Lowry. Marks it high. Off the mark. Kings leading now by 6. Tipped away. He's covered by Landry. Lowry kicks to Yao. Nice move. Kept alive. The gorgeous reverse. Yao's got 9 points.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
And here is Cousins. Cousins sets a pick. Here's Green. No good. And the Rockets going the other way now. 26 seconds left in the second. Here's Lowry. No points for him.
So far, he just can't get one to go from the field. It's just been one of those kind of games.
Timeout called by the Kings.
All right, Houston, coming to the court are your own Rockets power dancers. Give it up!
So both teams changing it up here.
Your Rockets power dancer.
Here's Evans. He's got 10. Here's Cousins. No good on that last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half.
How about the game for Evans? 10 points, and his 2 steals round out those numbers nicely. His defense has been equal to his offense today.
And they've played 2 quarters, checking out the leading.
And as the quarter begins, both teams have been trading blows like prize fighters. A close ball game. Here's Hudrick. Well, Clark, the Rockets on the outside looking in at the end of last season.
Yeah, Kevin, but they were still plenty competitive. I mean, 28 and 24 against the tough Western Conference opponents. They found ways to win a lot of close games.
On the court right now for the Kings. Udrich out there with Tyreek Evans. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Green and Cousins. Deep 2 from Brooks. Shot is off. And it's Sacramento going the other way. And the West, Clark, a tough conference. Not many bad teams there at all.
That's right, Kevin. Houston kept afloat by keeping their focus. I mean, they came to play every night, and they beat teams that they were supposed to beat as well.
Clark, this DeMarcus Cousins, a huge body, this young kid out of Kentucky.
Yeah, he's terrific, Kevin. I had a chance to see him a couple of times in person, and he may have been overshadowed a bit because of the bright light of John Wall, but this kid knows how to take care of business inside. Tremendous hands, excellent strength, and good quickness as well.
Scola on him. That's good on the layup. Great feed for the bucket. And the Kings lead by 8. Here's Brooks. He's guarded by Udrih. Brooks misses.
Boy, they appear to be a little tight after halftime.
Brooks gets called for the reach. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brad Miller, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Udrih. 8-point game. Here's Evans. Takes it up. Dropped in on the layup. Evans has got 12 points in the game. Evans against Martin.
To get back into this game, Kevin, they need to really concentrate on limiting the turnovers. I mean, it hasn't been terrible for them, but it's still hurting their cause.
Back to Evans. Here's Battier. He's guarded by Udrih. Here's Martin. Heil drives it in to finish the break.
Great D leads to easy offense.
Here's Cousins. Oh, that's offensive interference. Here's Martin. He has 6. Puts the hammer down.
Not who I would have predicted to come away with the slam there.
Well, that would have been a great finish, Clark, for any point.
You're right.
Evans against Battier. Right side with it. Here's Cousins. Connects from in close. 13 points in the game.
The defense can't do much at that point. You've got to do your work early and be preventative.
Outside, Martin. Evans picks him up. Outside, Scola. Shoots over Cousins. Again, the Rockets score. Kings leading now by 6. Only 7 wins for the Kings last year on the road. Not a team that traveled well.
Not at all, Kevin. And you look at their record, and it kind of baffles you. I would expect this team to be much better on the road this season.
Here's Scola. Rebound, Evans. Guarded by Scola. To the wing. Here's Green. Kept alive. Over Martin. Connects on the baseline jumper. And the Kings lead by 10.
You know, there isn't much that the defense can do to stop them in this half, Kevin. I mean, they're scoring with relative ease. Everything is flowing nicely. The ball movement, the player movement, the passes are right in the shooting pocket. I mean, that's excellent offense.
Battier kicks to Brooks. No luck on the three-point attempt.
That's dangerous living, giving a shooter a look like that. I bet he doesn't miss that shot the next time they give it to him.
Well, with their road woes, it wasn't a one-year thing. They struggled in 2009 as well.
Yeah, and you know, when you talk about getting things turned around on the road when you're a young team, it takes time, Kevin. It's a process. It's not something that happens overnight. And I think the Kings will be better because the coaching staff is going to demand it.
Right side, backs him down. The baseline, Jay. Rebound by Miller. And here's Houston. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Scola. Goes up. And a two-handed slam.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Evans with it. Leads him in. Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one is on Miller.
Good foul. You can't let him get that easy dunk, especially since he struggles at the line.
The Rockets making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. He played through 3 in the double-digit game going on here.
Well, Evans has been great.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Here is Lowry. They've got Patrick Patterson. Lowry out there with Lee. Then there's Yao and Budinger. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Yao inside. Shoots a 3. A shot by Lowry, no good.
So far today, they're showing a little more effort and hustle. They've got a small advantage on the glass right now. Oh! That can crush a defender's spirit when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Clark, is there anything better than a slam like that?
I don't think so.
Drops it in from 12 feet. Lowry's got his first points in this one. And here are the Kings now. Whiteside backs in. Now Cousins. Here's Whiteside. Nails the easy jumper. And the Kings lead by 12.
Back door!
Outside Lowry. Takes it up. It's blocked.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Can't get it to go. And it's Sacramento going the other way. Down low. It's tipped. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. For 3. And it's Lowry again missing.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Cousins backs down. And here's Whiteside.
He got too casual with the ball there, and it led to a steal.
Green covered by Lee. Here's Udrich.
Shoot it! Watch outside!
Evans outside. 4 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Udrich can't hit.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
It stays here. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 12. 2:16 left in the fourth. Carl Landry's checked in for the Kings. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Well, Rick Adelman had some advice for his team over that last break. He was clearly fuming. He told them, "You guys look like you're sleepwalking out there." He said, "I don't know if you rolled out of the wrong side of the bed this morning or what, but we've got to step up and wake up." Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Tipped. Evans with it. Covered by Lee. Goes up. Blocked. So it's Houston now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Fires the 3. Cannot hit. And the Kings the other way. 1:28 left in the game. Martin against Evans. And here's Green outside. Rebounded by Luis Scola.
You know, with loose defense like that, you would expect him to knock it down most of the time.
Baseline jumper. No good from Lee.
He's really struggled to get into any kind of comfortable flow here. 0 points this quarter, and he really doesn't look like himself out there.
And here's Green outside.
What a shot!
And the Kings lead by 13. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 13. 53 seconds left to the fourth. Shane Battier is checked in for Courtney Lee. Here is Brooks. Back to Scola.
And Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
Here's Green. No luck, and the Rockets go the other way. Here's Battier. The Rockets with another miss. And it'll go the other way. The Kings turn it over.
You're always rolling the dice with a pass like that, and he just crapped out.
Here's Brooks.
Kevin, not much they can do right now. Time is not on their side.
Landry is whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul. Here is Brooks. Brooks, left side. The Rockets with another miss.
I think he's really starting to lose confidence in his shot. Those misses are getting to him.
Two open that time, made it look too easy.
They're leading by double digits, and I'd say this game is essentially done.
Again, the miss by Brooks.
You have to question his shot selection, Kevin. Poor shot equal bricks and misses.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Brand Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
But the silence is the loudest when Babs cuts the beat. My ears still ringing and the emptiness is deafening. The house lights beaming and the fans start leaving and the man starts sweeping. It all seems surreal, like I can't stop dreaming. Then the sound man cleaning, but minutes ago people were dancing on the ceiling, fiending for that till the dawn breaks night. I crash barely worth the but I still take flight. Fight in isolation, but I won't chase the fame. But Moss can't help it, born to chase the flame. twist up and something to erase the same. Darkness served with a bitter taste of pain. Raised in Hollywood, but real life is more than stranger. It's the sun shining from a California manger.
I never thought that life was gonna be